Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Learn Math Today. Today, we're going to explore something that affects nearly every decision we make: chance. Have you ever wondered what are your chances of winning a lucky draw, or what are the odds of it raining tomorrow? That's what we're learning about: probability. It's like the math of chance. Let's dive in. Today, we talk briefly about the basis of probability, which is a scenario that everyone faces every day: waiting for a bus. Imagine you're standing at the bus stop, looking at your watch and wondering when exactly the bus will arrive. This situation is a perfect example of what we call a random experiment because there's uncertainty. We do not know when exactly the bus will come. Now, each possibility of the bus arrival time is called an outcome. For instance, the bus might arrive exactly on time, maybe 5 minutes late, or even 10 minutes late. Each of these scenarios is the individual outcome of our random experiment. If we gather all these outcomes into one set, we call this the sample space. In our example, the sample space is all the possible bus arrival time. For example, you might say it includes outcomes like on time, 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, and so on and so forth. Now, sometimes we are interested specifically in certain outcome within our sample space. For example, you're hoping the bus arrives within 5 minutes of its scheduled time. This set of outcomes, which include exactly on time or up to 5 minutes late, is simply called an event. An event is any group of outcome we are particularly interested in. To sum up, the random experiment is waiting for the bus. The outcome are possible arrival time. The sample space includes all possible arrival scenarios. The event represents the outcome you care about, in our case, the bus arriving within 5 minutes. Understanding this concept, random experiments, outcome, sample space, and events, is fundamental for us to understand the basis of probabilities. Let's now illustrate probability concept using a simple and more familiar example: rolling a single dice. Imagine you have a fair dice in your hand. When you roll these dice, you are performing a random experiment because you can't be sure exactly what numbers will come up until it actually happens. Every number you roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, is called an outcome. So if you roll out the dice and it lands showing a 4, that's one particular outcome. If you gather all possible outcomes together, you create what we call the sample space. In this case of rolling a dice, the sample space includes the numbers 1 to 6, written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, sometimes we focus specifically on certain outcomes that share properties. For example, suppose you're interested in rolling an even number. This school outcome 2, 4, and 6 is called an event. An event, therefore, is simply a subset of outcomes you're interested in or curious about. To quickly recap, rolling the dice is the random experiment. Numbers 1 to 6 are outcome. All these outcomes together form the sample space, and rolling an even number is an example of event.